From the Office of the Human Rights Defenders and Access to Justice Advocate Center, we are bringing to you an update from Access to Justice Communication Limited News. Please join for more details. Thank you. I believe some of you, both Nigerians and everyone that is based outside Nigeria, you know what Jigolo is all about, what is called Jigolo. Gigolos are young men who bent on duping, defrauding women across the globe. Is not peculiar to Nigeria, to Europe, to Canada, or America. It's all over the world. But this same person, Mr. Innocent Anthony Joseph, has landed himself into big trouble by swindling and defrauding a Chinese woman. Follow for more details. Love scam, one Mr. Innocent sentenced for swindling Chinese lady. A Nigerian man based in federal capital Abuja, Nigeria, Innocent Anthony Joseph, has been convicted and consequently sentenced for swindling a Chinese woman some amount of money in Chinese currency under the false pretext of love advances, which turned out to be a scam. So ladies, listen and listen very carefully. For some of you that are always been on dating site and all that, mingle to swingle and everything, okay? This report goes as this, that it was the judgment of the presiding judge, Justice Anne Akobi of the Federal High Court, Gwagwalada, who found Joseph guilty and sentenced him accordingly. The convict Joseph landed in trouble after the operatives of the Economic and Financial Crime Commission (EFCC) Abuja Zonal Command tracked and arrested him for the scam. He was charged before the court on a one-count charge bordering on love scam under the criminal law of Federal Capital. According to the EFCC, the convict committed the offense of impersonation when you created a website account with profile name Chad Lee, a Chinese citizen living and working in Belgium, and under the assumed character obtained money before the victim later realized it was a scam. The lady, who is the Chinese woman, reported to the EFCC operate to the EFCC, and the EFCC operatives moved into action and eventually arrested and detained Mr. Innocent Joseph for interrogation over his alleged crime conduct. During the interrogation, Mr. Innocent confessed and was charged before the court for the fraud. He pleaded guilty, having realized he has no defense, and pleaded for leniency. The charge reads that you, Mr. Innocent Joseph Anthony, sometimes in 2022, within the jurisdiction of this honorable court, cheated by impersonation when you created a WeChat account with profile name Chad Lee, a Chinese citizen living and working in Belgium, and under the assumed character obtained a sum of 3,000 Chinese yuan from a Chinese lady who is a Chinese citizen under the pretense that you are in romantic relationship with her, a fact you know to be a false. The charge stated that he committed the offense contrary to Section 3321 of the Penal Code Act, laws of the Federal Republic of Nigeria, Abuja, of 1990, and punishable under Section 324 of the same law. Having pleaded guilty because he did not deny, the court find him guilty as charged and sentenced him to community service accordingly. Okay, for some of you, Jigolo kai him go enter chop suya for work abi o. Lis ten and lis ten attentively. So if you are too smart, too brave to be out there duping and sitting at the comfort of your house, defrauding people, women, even men, Don't think you can go scot-free. If you're a young woman, a young lady, a young man, a young guy, and your duty, your work is to sit and be defrauding young ladies, defrauding women, defrauding young men, defrauding men with the pretense of being in love, don't forget that you can be arrested and also sentenced as well. So if you are a gigolo man, gigolo woman, gigolo boys and girls, please have it at the back of your mind that Mr. Joseph Innocent Anthony is already roasted there at the prison. I don't know if it's Kuje prison or which prison. And he would also be engaged in community service. Community service, he can be brought from the prison to the main road to go and be clearing grass, taking gutter, anything community work they will engage in, and they will see recover the total sum from him. So if you don't want to engage in our community work, you don't want to be sentenced to prison, you don't want to be jailed, wash your hands off from being a gigolo, from duping men and women, and find something reasonable doing for your life, because you cannot actually go scot-free. It's not the game as usual that you feel, it's my girlfriend, for that reason you need to scam her. Whereas, they catch this guy. One, he impersonates to be a Chinese man. I don't know if you understand Chinese language, how he speaks to the woman, I don't know. But for him to impersonate a Chinese woman, Chinese man working in Belgium, and also defrauded a Chinese woman, I believe they must have been communicating in Chinese language, because the woman cannot be chatting in English without any form of Chinese interaction and all that. Or it could be the same way we had Nigerians. I am from Benue, you are an Igbo person or a Yoruba or Nausa. You can also come from Nigeria, but we don't understand each person's language. So definitely we will engage ourselves in English. So I don't know about Chinese language. I can even ask. The Chinese have one language, that all the Chinese speak one language, but Nigerians, who don't have one language, will have different dialects that we speak. So I don't know if they speak the same dialect or they have different dialects, like Nigerian have Igbo, Yoruba, Hausa, Fulani, Benue, and all that. So if you are from Benue and if I'm from Benue and you are from other speaking uh, local, you speak other local language, then I don't think we can understand ourselves the basic way we speak English. So that is it. So avoid that. I'll be back in a moment. Different, okay? That is it. So it's possible they speak English because they cannot understand the same language. Make him stay there because he no care for his fellow people. Dio, that is Angela, has Madiet Fonte. Which name is this? Fenton. This name that is speaking broken like this. Thank you, Angela, for giving me the information. That is why you are here. Good to be here today. Keep doing the good work. Thank you. Nonye Nonye. Good morning, Nonye. Say Jigolo K. Him go enter shop say for work. Okay, you have heard. Good afternoon. Susicious 101. Okay, I'll be back in a moment for that updates. Thank you.